Well, I've been gone for something about like a week or so, something like that. I don't exactly remember the last day I did a video, but some people were asking, what the deal was and was everything all right and things like that. So I really did figure that I would just go ahead and do an update video and let everybody know what's going on. For sure, I think that, I'm very much appreciative of all the messages and things like that, because there was a lot of you that did message me just kind of going, hey, hope everything's all right. How's things going? I haven't seen you. You didn't do Crossfire, et cetera, et cetera. Well, to be completely honest, I've been dealing with, COVID for, over a week now. And, it's just one of those things where it was sort of a priority thing. It wasn't just that, hey, I got sick or whatever. When one person gets sick in a house, oftentimes everybody will get sick. So that meant, wife, kids, everybody's sick with the same thing. And everybody kind of pitching in and just kind of doing their best to make everybody else feel okay. That's the easy part. The hard part is quarantining, because obviously, what can you get as far as supplies to keep yourself away from other people for a certain amount of time, which is a difficult proposition. Secondly, because I know a lot of people are going to ask, they're going to go, oh, well, were you vaccinated? To be 100% sure, everybody that was of age had their first vaccination. We actually caught this in the middle of our vaccination. So basically at the 2-week point, we had made a kind of a conscious effort and decision with school back in session and things like that, obviously, and also people that happened to be, other family members and things like that. Just to be clear, throughout the past year and a half, I don't really get personal about it, but my folks, my brother, his wife, my other brother, his fiance, my in-laws, nephews, everybody at some point has caught this. And it's just one of those things where it just felt like it was time. We had done a pretty good job of doing all the things you're supposed to, so we'll go ahead and do this last thing. Obviously there's younger ones in the house as well that are too young to get that, so we thought we would offer an umbrella of protection to the younger ones. Well, turns out, us older ones, the parents were the ones that actually got, sickest. A lot of people asked me what I felt like. I actually thought that I had strep throat. Kind of felt like that. I had a sore throat and I had some coughing and stuff like that. That was pretty much it. I had, 3 or 4 what I consider to be kind of bad days. And then, things started to get better. Now there's still obviously some fatigue and things like that. But every day it gets a little bit better. Everybody else is better. The kids, they were almost asymptomatic, all of them. A little sneeze here, sniffle there, but nothing serious, thank goodness. And it's just one of those things where it kind of happens. Now I haven't really been up to date on social media and stuff like that, which is, a lot of people might find that surprising. I find social media to be fun sometimes, but also I find it to be exhausting in terms of what's going on with the ability to watch and talk about video games. It's nowadays everybody's kind of getting into this idea and this atmosphere that it's really childish, and some of it I can get behind and think it's funny, and some of it I just think that it's a little bit too far or whatever. And I actually hesitated doing this video because that there's going to be some person that's going to be like, oh man, I wish you had succumbed to that. That's what you get for doing this, or that's what you get for liking that, or thinking that people have the right to do what they want to protect themselves. You really do kind of expect that from some people, because there's a lot of anonymity when it comes to the internet, and so that's exactly what sort of you kind of expect. So I don't really take any of that personally. I've never taken any of that stuff personally. And where kind of this is concerned is I see a lot of interesting stuff coming out. I'm very excited. If you were to ask me just off the top of my head, next Thursday Sony doing a 40-minute showcase of future games and stuff like that I think is good. I'm really excited to see the first bit of God of War Ragnarok. I think that's gonna blow people away. Obviously what Sony's been doing recently hasn't been ideal in the aspect that they've been kind of keeping quiet about everything, but I do think that what they've actually been able to accomplish, despite that, has been nothing short of phenomenal. And I do think that obviously Horizon Forbidden West being delayed is a bad thing, and there's some bad things mixed in there as well. I just I do think that you know, it's really been an interesting sort of up and down kind of last couple weeks. I've gotten the game in. I've gotten to do the IKEA Island stuff on Ghost of Tsushima. I've gotten played through some Psychonauts 2, which I consider reviewing. I don't know, probably nobody will care, but I think it's a good game. I just think that it has a little bit of pacing issues, and some of the stuff kind of drags on a little bit too long. But other than that, I thought that they did a pretty good job with it, and I think it looks good, and I think that it sounds good, and I've been enjoying it, and as far as Ghost of Tsushima IKEA Island, I think that is probably one of the most beautiful games that I've ever played, and they did a wonderful job with it, and I just feel like they've really nailed it in terms of being able to go out there and kind of have this idea that makes you feel so immersed in this game, and I absolutely love it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. When it comes to, also I was playing this arcade game for some reason today, boxing game. I don't know if any of you guys are Rocky fans or Creed fans, but it's like almost sort of like Ready to Rumble, but with characters from Creed and Rocky. Now this game would probably only appeal to Rocky fans like me. I'm a real big Rocky fan, but when it comes to what this actual game is it worth the $40? That's something that each person has to decide for themselves. I'm having fun with it, but it does get a little bit tedious and can get a little bit boring and even a little bit frustrating at some points, and I do wish that they had done a better job with some of the stuff. So you know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, it really comes down to the person that kind of is into that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I enjoyed it for what it is, and I still am, I guess. But even the most hardcore fan probably will get a little bit bored with it kind of quick. So just stay safe when it comes to that kind of stuff. Listen, for me personally, I just wanted to give everybody an update. I'm gonna be still doing videos and stuff like that, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I know just kind of leaving or whatever is a little bit of a thing, but yeah, I just wanted to say, doing okay, doing well. Everybody in the family is doing well. It's just one of those things where I had to run its course and make sure everybody was good, and now that everybody is good and everything's kind of back to normal, we're back to I can make videos and kind of and do what I enjoy doing. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you all have to say. Hopefully you guys are all doing good and staying safe, happy and healthy and all that kind of stuff. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this video. If you enjoyed the content, like, share, subscribe. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Crap Gamer out.